So you got a completely dead battery, you throw it on the charger, and it won't charge. So you go buy a new battery, right? Not quite yet. A lot of batteries get thrown away every year because they won't charge on a new charger with smart sensors in them. I'm going to show you how to make sure that your battery is actually the problem before you go spend $100+ on a new battery. Stick around. So your battery's dead, right? What do? You throw it on the charger, but you hook it up, and then after a few seconds you see something like this. Now, mine just clicks off. Yours might have blinky lights that blink at a certain function that shows that the battery's bad, can't charge, whatever. You go buy another one. But that's not always the case. New battery chargers have sensors in them to stop fires and whatnot. I am honestly not sure exactly how that science works. They will not charge if your battery's completely dead. They need to sense some kind of voltage before they begin to charge. And it's actually quite a bit. I think it's like 10 volts out of a battery that should have 12.6 volts normally. So what do? Well, you got three options as I see it. Number one, if you're at a yard sale and see a 30-year-old battery charger for 10 bucks, you might want to buy it because it's handy to have for situations like this. I've been meaning to buy one myself. Would I leave it on overnight? Probably not. But to throw it on your battery and let it charge up to 12 volts and then maybe you want to put it on your more modern trickle charger, that's not a bad idea. Number two, you can try to trick it into sensing voltage. So what you can do is put it on your car, hook jumper cables up to it, then hook the battery charger up to it on top of the jumper cables. While it's sensing voltage from the alternator from the vehicle, it should note that there's voltage there and begin charging. That's kind of cumbersome because you have to finagle two different sets of jumper cables onto your battery. It's kind of a pain. So your third option, if you don't have one of those old battery chargers, this is what I feel is the best. I do the same thing I start with number two. I go hook it up to one of my other vehicles with jumper cables, and then I just let it charge for about 15 or 20 minutes. Let's try that. So this is my daily driver truck. It'll sit here and idle forever, so no worries. We've hooked the jumper cables up down to our battery. Now we're just gonna sit here and let it charge for a while. Important note to make here, batteries do go bad. So this trick isn't gonna repair your battery if it's bad. This is ensuring that your battery is bad and you're not spending money for no reason. If you've been driving around and your alternator's good and your battery just stops taking your charge, your battery's probably bad. But if you're a guy who works on old cars, all of us have left the key on troubleshooting something, left the light switch on, whatever, killed the battery. This is more what that's for. All right, we're back. Now I checked this battery on my multimeter before we started charging it and it was about 6.5 volts. This battery actually might be bad. It's been sitting in my corner for a long time. But now, about 11.5 volts. Now let's hook it up to my charger and see if it actually stays charging this time. I think we're good. Before, it would stop charging after about 20 seconds and click off like I showed you before. It's been on there for about 1.5 minutes now and it's still going. So there you go. This battery has a little life left in it. It doesn't have to be reduced to a core charge, and yours might not either. Please like and subscribe for more handy garage hacks. See you next time.